In the fog of war, truth is often the first casualty. As the Third Reich crumbled in 1945, a chaotic vortex of misinformation and desperation consumed Berlin. In this inquiry, we sift through the ashes of history, examining declassified files, whispered reports, and lingering myths that challenge the accepted narrative. Viewer discretion is advised for the sensitive nature of this wartime subject matter. The official story, cemented in history books, is that on April 30th, 1945, with the Red Army just streets away, Adolf Hitler died by suicide in his Führer bunker. His body, and that of Eva Braun, were said to have been hastily cremated. For most, this was the definitive end of a tyrant. But what if that wasn't the end? What if the chaos of Berlin's fall provided the perfect cover for the ultimate vanishing act? For decades, this was dismissed as conspiracy. But then, thousands of pages of declassified FBI files were released. These documents, compiled under the notoriously thorough J. Edgar Hoover, reveal that the Bureau took the possibility of Hitler's survival very seriously, painting a different picture. One of a meticulously planned escape to South America. The destination? Argentina. Specifically, the remote German-settled region of San Carlos de Bariloche. Nestled in the foothills of the Andes, its alpine scenery and established German diaspora communities would have provided an ideal refuge. The FBI documents are filled with reported sightings of Hitler here, years after his supposed death. One compelling report from 1945, just months after the war, describes an informant's claim. They alleged Hitler had arrived in Argentina via submarine. Eyewitnesses described a man matching his appearance, albeit with a shaved head and clean-shaven face, travelling with a large entourage and protected by heavily armed guards. The files detail a plausible escape route, part of the infamous rat lines used by other high-ranking Nazis. The theory suggests an overland journey from Berlin to Spain, then under the control of Francisco Franco, who was sympathetic to the Axis cause. From a Spanish port, a German U-boat submarine would complete the clandestine voyage to Argentina. This theory gains traction when you consider the historical record. In July and August of 1945, two German U-boats, U-530 and U-977, mysteriously surrendered in Mar del Plata, Argentina, months after Germany's official capitulation. Their crews offered conflicting and evasive accounts of their activities since the war's end, fueling speculation they had been on a secret mission. One particularly detailed FBI document, dated August 1945, relays an informant's claim that Hitler, Eva Braun, and about 50 other officials and their families had landed from one such submarine. They were said to have been welcomed by high-ranking Argentine officials sympathetic to the Nazi cause and given safe passage to vast, secluded ranches in the Patagonian interior. Central to these legends is a specific location, the Inalco House, a grand, secluded villa on the shores of Lake Nahuel Huapi, built in a distinctly Bavarian style. The FBI documents reference it as a rumored hideout. Its remote location and architectural similarities to Hitler's own Berghof residence made it a focal point of suspicion. For years, locals whispered stories of strange comings and goings, of boats arriving under the cover of darkness, and of heavily armed guards patrolling the perimeter. These were dismissed as folklore, but the FBI memos show that American intelligence was listening intently. Later investigations of the house by journalists and researchers reportedly uncovered hidden rooms and secret passages, further fueling speculation that it was designed for more than just quiet retirement. Was it built to conceal one of history's most wanted fugitives? Of course, we must weigh this against the official account. The cornerstone of the suicide narrative is forensic evidence. A skull fragment with dental work, recovered by the Soviets in 1945 and claimed to be Hitler's. However, the chain of custody is murky, and in 2009 DNA tests on the fragment revealed it belonged to a woman, deepening the controversy. Mainstream historians rightly argue that the FBI files are based on hearsay and uncorroborated informants, not concrete proof. So the question remains, did Hitler escape to Argentina? Was he living out his days in the shadows of Patagonia, protected by a network of loyalists? The declassified FBI files offer a tantalizing, if inconclusive, glimpse into this staggering possibility. They prove that at the highest levels, the official story was not entirely trusted. While the evidence is circumstantial and the truth may be lost to time, the documents leave us with a haunting uncertainty. Enjoying these deep dives? Subscribe for more intriguing history twists and evidence-based mysteries.